Hi, my name is Sheena Joy. Today is Wednesday, September 4th, and I'm going to do my first video tutorial of making a card, and I hope you enjoy. And alright, here it goes. I'm doing it based on this card I made earlier today. It's a happy birthday card, and I used black cardstock, which I don't use. It's the first time I ever used it, actually. So let's get started. I'll put this to the side. Okay, so I cut out a piece of paper that's 4¼ by 11 inches. So we're going to score that using the Martha Stewart mini scoreboard. And we'll score it at 5½. So there's guidelines here, 5½. Use good pressure. If you have good quality cardstock, you have to use good pressure to get a nice score line. And you do this because you don't want your card to crack when you actually fold it. So just put this back, put that to the side. Get my Martha Stewart bone folder to actually fold it. And it's good to take the time to do this because this kind of sets the tone of your whole card, basically. So just fold it nice and firmly, and this bone folder from Martha Stewart is really nice to use. Okay, so now we have an A2 size card, which is 5½ by 4¼ All right. So next we're going to do, just reach for the card again. We're going to do a piece of paper covered with washi tape. So I already cut the piece of paper, and it's going to go here. And this paper right here it's 4 1/8 by 1 7/8. So it's just going to fit right here on the left hand side of the card. And get the washi tape. And these are the washi tapes that I'm going to use today. I have various ones, various colors, but they all kind of go together, and I like the bright colors, and so let's put those on. Gonna place it right here, and to put that down on the card base, I'm going to use dimensionals. Here they are, EK Tools 3D dots. Getting back to this card is I put a little banners here on a piece of paper string, but we're not actually going to do the curve. I didn't want to do the curve on this card that I'm sharing with you because I found it kind of hard to get these curves. It took quite a few cuts to get that curve. So I'm going to get my EK Success banner punch, and I'm going to get my paper and cut out some of the banner pieces. So just very easy to use. Cut out a few pieces. Really like all these bright colors. It's September already, and fall colors are going to be kind of prevalent soon, but you know what? Pretty colors are pretty no matter what time of the year. So we have some pink ones to work with. And I'll get this purple piece as well. This purple piece of paper has a little bit more texture. The other pink one is smooth. So there's some purple pieces to work with. Just kind of try to have a tidy work surface. Alright, so put these washi pieces to the side. The washi tapes, I should say. Alright, So here we go, putting on the banner strips. And these are supposed to be the string. I've actually used actual string before. It's not that easy to use, and you have to glue it down as well. So once I find a better method for using that, I'll try it again. But for now, I like using paper as the banner string. It can get a little messy looking too. You can see I used a little bit of too much adhesive there, or too much glue rather. Okay, so let's turn that around, get that on. And you can see that some just spilled over the side a bit. Let's take your nail or whatever you want, and just kind of work with it. The banner pieces, the triangles are going to be here anyway, so that's nothing to worry about. Go on the rear facing part of the card and just cut off the pieces that are overhanging. Alright. So I thought that we just kind of, no, I think I'll start with pink and go pink and then purple and pink. And that's so nice. I like that. Okay, so the banner is done, and I really like how it's turning out so far. Next, we're going to do heat embossing. And I'm going to do the happy birthday sentiment I did on the other card. So I cut a strip of paper, a little strip, and I'm using this Hero Arts package, and I'm going to use the happy birthday sentiment. And Hero Arts makes fantastic stamp sets. They're just amazing. I'm just going to put some adhesive on the back and just shakes them off so it's not too sticky, but sticky enough. I just want to line that up here on one of my grid lines here just to make sure it's nice and straight. And put my glue cap back on. And there, it's straight. Okay, and then put my happy birthday stamp right here and use the grid lines to be my guide, and take my Martha Stewart acrylic block and just match the grid lines basically. Okay, so turn that around and use my Versamark watermark stamp pad to ink that up. Okay, so get that nice and straight, and don't have to use too much pressure. These stamps are really good quality. And if you put too much pressure, then it'll smear the actual sentiment. Okay, and I have my Recollections detail embossing powder in snow. And I'm going to get a piece of paper to catch the embossing powder. Just cover it. Alright. Here we go. Just turn it around, and I give it a few taps to get the excess off. Okay, so this is the Martha Stewart heat tool rather, and just a tip is to let the heat tool heat up before you apply it to the paper. That way there's less warping and it'll start melting the powder right away. So I'm going to start applying it, and it's kind of hot, so I'm going to use the end of my paintbrush here. And you can see the embossing powder change color from that kind of smoky look to actual white. And it has a glossy look too. Okay, so just turn it around and kind of do the back to... Sorry about the camera moving there. The light moved a bit, so there we have it. And it's beautiful. So I'm going to put that on a piece of a white strip of paper. And I'm going to put that here. So you see I have the sentiment stuck to the card base with the three-dimensional pop dots. So I have a strip of pink paper, the same paper that I used with the banner, and I'm going to use a paper punch, an edge puncher. It's by Cake Success, and I'm going to do a little scalloped edge. And just gonna place that down. And if my head gets in the way, I apologize. There we go. Actually straighten it out a bit here. Okay. I'm going to add some gemstones, and I'm going to use my tweezers to apply the gemstones. I'm not sure if that bottom is done. I want to put on another strip of paper, so I'm thinking maybe this purple piece right here, just cutting a strip, so that's what I'm going to do. So take away that scrap piece of paper. It's always good to have a scrap piece of paper around to work with. Just going to put that to the side and rub off some of the excess glue I can see right now. And just put that down. There it is, and get my scissors. I want to cover this so it doesn't dry out. My scissors are hidden here. There they are. There we go. Oh, lovely. Just perfect. Okay. So wondering if I want some glitter down there, and the good thing of these clear pieces of acetate that it's on is just you can place it to see if it'll actually look good. Alright, the card is done, and that's a beautiful happy birthday card. I love the color, I love the banner here. The banner's on the side, and really came together really nicely. Everybody enjoy your day, and thanks for watching. Hit subscribe, leave comments below, and go to my blog. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.